The net zero transition in Asia is absolutely fundamental to the rights and well-being of children in Asia. East Asian Pacific is actually the region where the highest risks are for children in terms of climate change and the negative impacts. And so again, it's about the government's role in terms of creating the right policies, the programs, the enabling environment, and then working in partnership with everybody, private sector, with philanthropists, with communities and civil society, and absolutely with children and young people themselves, because it is about protecting children as well as the social services that support them, making them climate smart and resilient. And it's actually a win-win for everybody because, again, reductions in energy consumption and greener forms of energy use really contribute to not only to a better environment, a safer environment for everybody, but also to economic gain. And that's really what helps support and makes programs more sustainable. So absolutely, partnerships are at the root of it, and it has to be a whole of society approach. You know, I noticed in today's summit, and really there's so much brain power in the room, and so much work is being done to find ways to decarbonize production processes, supply chains, and so on. But it's also about making sure that, you know, adaptation and mitigation is across society. So it's about protecting children and the basic social services that support them. So this is making healthcare centers, schools, water and sanitation facilities, child protection services more resilient to the climate shocks and crises that we experience, particularly young children. And they're much more vulnerable. They get acute respiratory infections. And so UNICEF has found that 100 children under 5 years of age die every day from causes related to air pollution. So again, this is why it's so important, and it's for our collective survival as well. It's important to include children and young people in shaping their future together. And so what it is about, it's really involving them, giving them the knowledge, the skills, but also resources and the platforms to be able to take initiatives to have more climate smart solutions in their schools, their health centers, and their play areas, and their cities and their urban environments, wherever they live. And it's about creating space for them to also give feedback to policymakers and even technical experts. And we found that that makes a huge difference even in designing and shaping urban environments. And for example, children complained about air pollution around schools, for example. And so they actually now have schedules where, you know, when children need to come in and out of schools, they actually reduce the traffic, for example, around the schools. So again, it's about everyone working together. It's about making sure that children and young people have the skills for a green transition and that they're part of the process because, again, they become the agents of change and the leaders for tomorrow. And these are critical skills for everyone nowadays.